Hello, we are back. This is the European Crossroads series. We are currently in round three, and we have an exciting match here. We have an Avatar of Air versus an Elementalist. Hey, Mitch, nice to see you again.
Hey, Niek.
So, Avatar of Air, a very fast deck. It's really tier A or tier 1 aggro, I think, as you can imagine it. Elementalist works a bit differently. Let's perhaps directly jump into the deck lists. We didn't find the Avatar of Air version, so we took another one instead, but it is very, very similar, right?
Yeah, so we're looking at Estrail's list. So he's done some interviews and stuff about this deck. But yeah, it's Avatar of Air with a bunch of free movement, so you can play all of your really big Earth minions and push them onto your opponent's board. And then you can also play things like Rolling Boulder and push them into your opponent. So yeah, pretty tricky deck. It's got a lot of sticky big minions. Um, And yeah, I think this deck looks similar enough to Leo's deck that we can use this as a proxy.
Sure. So it has changed, right? Like in the beginning, Avatar of Air was smaller minions, quicker getting the damage in. So that has changed.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I think this deck is again more tuned for the changes that have happened with Archimago in the meta, where you really want to be able to deal 20 damage in one hit, or consistently be able to deal 5 to 10 damage in a turn, just so that you can outpace your opponent's healing.
Okay. Uh, Opponent is Katie with an Elementalist deck. Can you walk me through this deck?
Yeah, so Katie is someone I met at Gen Con, and she's done some drafts online with me before. So I've seen her play a few times. One kind of interesting thing is I've played Constructed online with her a couple of times, and she was playing this deck list. And I think her approach to TCGs is very old school. Like she told me that she only like, I don't think she buys cards online. I think she literally just opens booster boxes, and those are the cards that she has in her collection to actually play with. So, very old school way of doing things, and I really like it. I feel like it's more the purest way to play a TCG is to just like open the booster boxes and play with the cards that you open.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to admire that. Yeah, so this is like an Earth Fire primarily build. So she got some bigger minions, and then of course your Elementalist, so you can splash 3 Dapper Vampires freely. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, just like solid mix of minions and removal spells. Nothing too fancy here. She's got a couple Crater Eyes, a couple Major Explosions, so she can go really big.
Yeah, and I see the Talam Truig, or I don't know how to pronounce it, but I always fear this card. You really do not want to encounter it because it is huge and it is so difficult to get off the board. I don't know if we can expect this with an Avatar of Air on the other side. But yeah, I'm very curious how this will play out. So we'll jump into the game. Is there any favorite here in this matchup?
I don't know. The Elementus is definitely a wild card. Avatar of Air is a lot of people's like pet deck, so assuming that this is this person's pet deck, it can be very powerful if you really know the deck inside and out. So um,
I played a little bit with Avatar of Air, but I'm no expert. But they really told me like your site placement it is so crucial and how you can navigate on the boards. It really one movement can win the game or break the game. So I don't know what your expertise is.
yeah, I have tried the deck a few times. Like I had like the Alpha Precons, so that
Mm-hmm.
was really fun to play. Um, but yeah, I don't think Katie's list has any air sites, so that's a boon. Sometimes you see that happen. Um, where they can go onto your sites and start pushing things around, but it doesn't seem to be the case in this matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, we'll see. I mean, yeah, I think Avatar Bears is known for playing like a bunch of 4 mana 5 power minions basically and pushing them around. So we'll see if Katie's minions can line up against that kind of stuff.
Yep. So the lookout was played, giving perfect information from the start, which is actually a huge benefit.
Did you see what the spells were? I wasn't paying attention. I saw a kettle top.
Yeah, it went a bit too fast, and I was messing with Outlook and Lookout, etc. So I'm now here fully into the game.
No worries.
So I always have the feeling with Avatar of Air when I'm playing it, like there is this window of time where you really have to get the job done. You accelerate like this with towers, etc. You have a lot of mana, you have super much movement. But then if it's like, I don't know, by turn 7, 8 is not done, I always like, oh no, I'm losing. That is the feeling I get. We also see here something. So Leo just put the side forward and then change it sideways. So honestly, that is allowed at the Crossroads because the rule is actually as long as there is no more or extra information gained, you are allowed to take back and replace. So that is legal. You do not need permission from your opponent. You can just do that. I don't know the deck well enough why to understand to go sideways. I guess because he wants to, yeah, take time actually to build up to go to the bigger minions.
Yeah, I'm guessing he maybe just has like a really expensive hand, or maybe he doesn't have Earth Threshold. Weird that you would play a tower on turn 2 if you didn't have something to play, but maybe he just has another tower in hand.
Probably.
Yeah.
And this is probably why, if you have 2 towers, you just have to move forward, getting then 4 mana on your third turn. But
Still nothing.
Nothing. Wow.
Yeah, it must be a threshold issue. A lot of the big beaters that Avatar of Air wants to push onto your side are single or even double Earth. Most of them, I think, are double Earth.
And that is actually something I heard from this deck. Like, it is so powerful. It's also plays so quickly, fluently. But the only danger is your threshold. If you get screwed, because you really need 2 earth thresholds and you need 2 fire thresholds as a minimum, yeah, then it really can spin out of control and you get behind very quickly. Of course, here there are bigger minions, so perhaps here it is a bit more forgiving. You perhaps have a bit more time to search what you're looking for, but having no earth in hand cannot feel good.
Yeah, Katie hasn't applied too much pressure yet, so not looking terrible yet, but definitely have to start applying pressure at some point.
Yeah, this version is in the end about the beef minions, and we also see now a sneak preview of the hands. We see an arcane barrage, a thing that was a Sir Galahad.
Yep. And we see at least one Earth site in hand.
Yeah, so that's good.
But yeah, both those Earth spells I see are double Earth.
So Sir Galahad, of course, with the rule changes, everything that can get you healing is a good card now that you can hit sites. So yeah, Sir Galahad is actually a very good minion.
Yeah,
And
so it looked like the hand was Rift Valley, Mirror Realm, and then Arcane Barrage, Gigantism, and then I think Pendragon Legacy.
I thought grapple shots as well.
Oh, okay, Grapple Shot. So yeah, a bunch of double Earth spells, and yeah, I think the Mirror Realm was an unfortunate site draw, but now he can copy another Earth site, so he will be underway before too long.
Well, I think what more troubling is like no minions. Like
Yeah.
it's taking. I mean, these are all amazing cards, but you don't want to have them all in the beginning. Anyway, the Elementalist gets time, and we know there are some beefy minions also coming from that side. So, yeah, anything can happen still. Everything is open.
And we see First Blood from a Kettletop Leprechaun. Probably not a huge issue so far.
getting some card draw in with a blink.
Yeah, Katie runs 26 minions in her deck, so I think
Wow.
she's just drawn pretty badly, unfortunately. Hasn't been able to apply the pressure she needs to apply. Pretty slow start to a game. It's like turn 9 and
Yes,
only a couple spells have been cast.
and 2 damage overall. Two
Yeah.
damage has been done by a minion that is meant to die to draw a side actually. So this is not the battle plan. I think
Yeah.
of either side actually. So okay, let's get to that second earth threshold, and let's get this game finally on the way, I would say. So Mirror Realm coming into play as a Rift Valley.
Wow, does that actually work? You can copy Rift Valley.
Yes, so Mirror
Wow.
Realm enters as a copy, and does it will also copy the effect. And then we also have Sir Galahad.
I would have thought you need to like choose where it goes and then you copy things as it enters, but yeah, I could be wrong. I don't know. The rules of placement and movement and everything are very complicated. So
Oh, but honestly, I also that's what I guess. That's what I guess. But you never know. Like as long as we don't have the judges and certificates, etc., it's always like thank God that there is the Curiosa Discord where you can ask any rules questions and you always get a quick answer. Shout out to everybody there who. For so long, it's already 2 years that they answer daily all the questions of the whole community. So luckily that exists. Okay, but I want to see some damage in getting in.
yeah, if Katie didn't have many minions in hand, hopefully she has some removal spells for this Sir Galahad.
I also don't know, like, is there any card draw for the Elementalists? I don't think so, apart from some blinks, but that's not really card draw.
Yeah, I don't see any Grandmaster Wizards.
No.
It's all beef.
No. So what you see is what you get. That's it. But of course, they are very strong. All the minions and creatorizers, major explosions, and we are getting there, right? We are now at 5 mana, so I presume as of the next turn, more fireworks can happen. And that's already a nice basilisk. So the basilisk, other minions that rest here or one step in front of him are disabled. I really like the card. It's super annoying to deal with, but this is constructed. You are meant to blow up minions left and right. So normally it should not stick too long on the board. And also, so it is a Rift Valley. So the Avatar of Air cannot go there and push Sir Galahad somewhere else. That doesn't work. And perhaps in that sense, it's a pity that the Rift Valley is there.
Yeah, still not a bad place, but yeah. And we saw Leprechaun get in for 2 more damage. Got a Phalanx. And I think he's just deciding what to do with his Avatar of Air.
A lot of damage in hand, right? The Giantism, okay, Barrage.
Yeah, he could move forward and then barrage the Basilisk
Huh,
on a later turn, but
true.
yeah. chose not to do it this turn, it looks like, unless he wants to take back his Felix, but
I think it's better to develop, right? And
yeah.
just drawing a sight. Like the phalanx is super good, super cheap for a 5-part body. And now finally the leprechaun is like, who? Oh, I thought I had the whole arena to myself. Let some guards show up. Okay, I'm excited. Get me to 6 mana Elementalist. And show me the goods. Side placement always very important. She was like, nah, let's not go that deep. Who? And definitely not if you want to cast a Boudica.
Yeah, that's nice. So that's 5 more damage from this leprechaun.
Yeah, because phalanxes are not that great in blocking sideways.
Ooh, she cracked a mix and
Wow.
then earthquaked.
And that is a power play. Yeah, that is Earthquake for you. You basically kill everything, and your leprechaun finally can feel its destiny and draw that card. And then you still have an annoying
Oh, yeah.
basilisk coming in for another 6. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a really good play.
Yeah, that's how much damage was that? That was like 11 damage and killing 2 minions. Wow. Yeah, Boudica, when left unchecked, that is always like so scary. And I don't know why, but I was like, Avatar of Air got this. This will be such an easy game. But yeah, if it goes that slow, and then a well-timed earthquake wrecks all the dreams.
Yeah, we didn't see a way to get rid of Boudica. I guess you could push forward and then move forward and then shoot Boudica, but at that point you might as well just kill the basilisk instead.
Yeah, and even I think then the Elementalist will soak up all the damage, so that doesn't even work.
Oh yeah, that doesn't even work.
Unless you fly to the holy ground, and yeah, so that could work. But then, what are you doing with your Avatar of Air? I don't think that is what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, I think just hopefully kill the basilisk and play another minion. But I don't know if he has another minion that he can play for 3 mana.
Yeah, it's starting to look grim. I mean, if that Boudica is not contested, the Basilisk potentially gets in for a lot. We have 6 mana for Katie, and she's at 20 life.
Yeah, that is the thing with Elementalist. Like, you don't really know what you're playing against when you start the game, and then they just can play all of the best cards in sorcery. Like, yeah, like Boudica is super easy to play for Elementalist. Let's see, there's a Morgana Le Fay in the deck. She didn't really go into water at all, but yeah, definitely has some tricks up her sleeve. Yeah, hopefully she can start landing some of these really big minions and keep applying that pressure. She does have some charge minions too, so she could just put him on door this turn if she has one of those.
Yeah.
So is that an Arcane Barrage for 3?
It was for the full amount for 6.
Oh, okay.
Katie's at 17. Life is a resource, so she doesn't care. And I think Leo wanted to cast a minion and then Arcane Barrage, but yeah, if you don't have it, you don't have it.
So the Rift Valley also is vulnerable to an attack. I think Boudica pumps avatars as well, right? Like she can attack for 4 here.
Yep, that's correct. and that's what we are seeing. And another vampire hits the boards. And if you're at one life, like an elementalist is, or any avatar is anything you need, right? You just need the one damage. So now it's already 2 attackers. Boudica has done her work, his. And I don't think Avatar of Air is very well equipped to play from behind. So, is there a way to come back from this?
Yeah, I don't know that Avatar of Air usually plays too much healing. I think usually its game plan is to be on the front foot and beat down.
He also has the vampire, so perhaps
That's
that
true.
would be the start. A Chaos Twister is probably also a decent card, but the Elementalist will put you to death's door. So, of course, you could fly actually back to the middle and defend with your own avatar, but then again, you still get that 1 damage. So, yeah, not easy. So yeah, I think it should be a depth level vampire for Leo. It's like, oh, I can barely see his cards. 6 sides. Beautiful cards.
Oh, we do see the vampire.
Aha.
I mean, if she has any removal, it doesn't work, but I think you kind of just have to go for it, right? I think that's your only way to win.
Yeah. If you say only way to win, I would say only way to not lose. So it really has to start there.
And then I think I saw a magic missiles maybe, but there's not really use for that here. But if you really want to play to your outs, maybe you need to just move yourself over and deal 3 damage to the avatar just to really swing for the fences.
He also has a vampire, so okay, that is well placed. That we like. And now I don't know. I don't want to guess how many cards actually Katie has to remove that vampire. And even worst case, the vampires attack, they trade, and the elementalist attacks again for 4. So yeah, she only needs to have that 1 extra damage. But of course, one of the good things about Avatar of Air, like it is so difficult to catch when it's at death's door. Like you really have to have your spell and preferably not a projectile, something that can hit anywhere, because one moment they're on the one side of the board and then they are completely on the other side of the board. So is that a flame wave? I don't think it was in the deck, but like if somebody makes like such a gesture, then I think it's like flame wave.
Yeah.
But it's not in the deck.
Oh, is she copying Rift Valley with her Mirror Realm now? That might be what's happening.
And that is what's happening. I don't know how useful it is, but it is funny.
We saw an Infernal Legion in hand.
Ah, that's smart. So she's first attacking with the Elementalist, forcing actually the block. On the other hand, you actually have to kill the vampire. So on second thought, I don't know if she's tapping for more mana.
But yeah, I don't know.
I hope she's not attacking, because that might be a small mistake.
Also, yeah, the Rift Valley could have could have been played. Okay, she's taking it back.
No.
Yeah, she probably wants to play the Rift Valley in a way that lands it right next to the Avatar Bear, so then she can just play the Infernal Legion
Yeah.
to deal the death blow.
But so I think this is a mistake because actually the vampire should die, and now you're giving 4 lives, and then I think the vampire actually has to kill it. So I think she should have attacked it first. Yeah, because now it goes back to 1. So unless she now can deal that 1 extra damage, then all is good.
Oh, well, the Boudica, right? So actually the vampire she's attacking with is dealing 7 damage.
That is true. Yeah, you're right.
That does put him at death's door, and then she'll be back up at 20, I'm assuming.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'm missing something, but you're right.
Yeah. So then at this point, Avatar Bear's at death's door, and then Infernal Legion can come down in conjunction with the Mirror Realm copying Rift Valley.
Yep.
Again, assuming that this is actually how that's supposed to work. I'm still not 100% sure, but this is how both of these players are understanding it, and that is one thing that Eric Curiosa has been vocal about, is like basically like they're okay with you kind of figuring out how the rules should be working, like use your own common sense, and that is what they're doing. So
the golden rule. I think also like in here and on the feature table, I think there was always a judge present or very very nearby. But yeah, the Rift Valley. So it was shown, or the Mirror Realm was shown. So Leo can expect it to appear a site next to your avatar. I don't know if he really can do anything about it. And as far as I can see it, not really. So the vampires will trade. Avatar of Air will try to go somewhere. Ooh.
yeah, I was gonna say I just saw a Gigantism plus Grapple Shot. I think
That's very interesting.
so. Yeah, maybe this game isn't actually over.
Ooh. So that is 4 plus 6. What just happened?
Okay. Yeah, that was a mistake. I don't know. Somehow he grapple shotted into the vampire, which he shouldn't have been able to do because the grapple shot should have hit the Elementalist.
Yeah, but of course he could just attack and then grapple shot back to the Elementalists. So that is 10 damage with the choice to remove the vampire.
Yeah.
He could also just have go for it, right? Put the Elementalist Katie to death's door. That is what I would have done.
Yeah, same.
But of course, perhaps he doesn't know or think about the Legion. I think you saw it in hand, so perhaps he just wants to be a little more safe. But what a feeling. Vampire into Giantism into grapple shots. Wow, 20 damage. And if only that would have happened a turn quicker, or if he would have access to the vampire a bit quicker, we would have a totally different game. But here I see what you described, Mitch, a Rift Valley with the Legion.
Nice. Wow.
But there was no escape. That could have happened everywhere, I think.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's a good game. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
that was awesome to see.
Yeah. All right, everybody. So that was round 3 of the European Crossroads. Did it go as expected, Mitch?
Like I said, like the Elementalist is kind of a wild card. So like Avatar Bear might just not really know how to play against it, and then also, yeah, we saw both of them really stumble at the beginning of the game. Like at least Katie had a couple spells to play early on, but yeah, Avatar Bear just kind of got wrecked by its own atlas there. Like the 5th site that it drew was the first Earth threshold it had, and it had like 3 Earth sites in hand that were double Earth threshold. So definitely a big stumbling at the beginning, and Katie took advantage of that.
Yeah, and that Leprechaun, I think he did first 4 damage and then another 5 with Boudica. And then I think, Leo was already behind, but then that earthquake with the basilisk and then hitting for 11 in one turn, losing 2 minions, I think that did it, right?
Yeah, that was super cool. Congratulations, Katie.
Yes. All right, that's it for us. For the next cast, let me quickly look it up. So this will be round 4, casted by Geoffrey and Felix. It will be Walt versus Benjamin. So hope you're having a blast and see you for the next cast.